All right, you are watching 10 Faves. I'm glad that you are. I'm Tamara Hooks, and we are up to fave number 6 right now. Now, this one is something that was a really hot commodity over the last several months, particularly around the holiday season, because it's that smart cam. And this one, in this case, is from Samsung. Now, Samsung, of course, many of you probably have Samsung phone. You might have Samsung TVs or computers in your home. This is the Smart Pan and Tilt full high-definition Wi-Fi camera. The feed that you're seeing right here is actually a recorded feed that we did back in December 28th of last year. But this is, and just so that you know, this was done at night. What you're seeing is a night image, a night feed. The camera sees the man walk through the door, and do you notice how the camera is moving? And where the man moves, the camera moves? The camera is doing that on its own. There is a tracking feature in this camera setup that the camera tracks a moving person or an object when it's detected. So you can watch this feed remotely from anywhere. That is the power of this particular Samsung camera, because there are a lot of, recording devices and cameras out there. You want the smart one. You want the one where you don't have to wait until you come home and you see, wait a minute, somebody broke into my house, and then you have to go and look at it. You want one that will detect and alert you as it's happening. And nobody's gonna walk out of the image because the camera is gonna follow them. Isn't that great? That's what you're seeing right here. Let me share with you. This is the camera that you're getting. And I like that it's not huge. It's kind of, it's very, very subtle. It even comes with a wall mount feature if you wanted to mount this on a wall. You've got the charging unit as well, and the cable that comes along with that. And then you're gonna get all of the instructions in the box. And this is the way the box comes, with everything that is included. It even has a 16 gigabyte micro SD card already installed in this camera. So again, right out of the box, it's easy to use. It lets you remotely view a designated area over your home Wi-Fi network from any compatible smartphone or other device, meaning your tablet, your, various tablets, maybe your computer, whatever the case is. So, like I said, you don't have to be at home. When you get an alert that, wait a minute, there's movement on your home camera, and you're thinking, wait a minute, nobody's supposed to be home, you can see what's going on. Again, you're gonna see the man, and watch. The camera sees him enter the room, and the camera adjusts to follow him. So he's walking straight towards the camera stays still. When he moves, the camera moves. So if sometimes those cameras that we've seen, you get that initial image, but then the person walks or runs out of view before you had a chance to really get an ID or really get a good feel and good look at who that was. This camera will follow him all the way until he walks out of the room where the camera is in. But that in itself is something that we haven't seen in cameras of the past. It's got a mechanical pan and tilt feature. It remotely pans up to 350 degrees, so it can turn almost completely in a complete circle, or it can tilt up to 120 degrees to get a better view and monitor a wider area. It's 1080p full high definition, so it captures this footage that's crisp, it's lifelike, it's in high definition. You can see there's that pan and tilt feature. There's the 1080p full high definition resolution. It's got that auto tracker, which we were just seeing the camera was moving as the person was moving. You even have privacy mode if there are times where maybe you're at home and you don't need the camera on. You've got that motion zone set as well. You've got two-way talk, which means you can hear what's going on and you can talk to the person what's going on, talk to the person in the room. It's got night vision that you were just seeing. Event notification, so when something happens, it will notify you on your smart device. You do have that wide dynamic range, which means it brightens up dark objects, which, if they've been affected by the backlight, so that helps you to really get a good view. And you've got expandable memory up to 128 gigabytes, because it does come along with that 16 gigabyte card that is included. So if you wanted to put in a bigger card, you could do that. If you've been looking for a security camera, that you want to set up, because maybe you've had them in the past, but they were static, meaning they were only in one spot. And unless the person that was, you know, walked straight to the camera, yeah, you only got the top of their head. You only got the side of their arm. You only got the, you know, around their shoes or whatever it is, maybe depending on how it was set up or depending on how the person walked towards the camera, because a lot of times they can see the camera and by the time they see it, they can kind of duck out of view. But how about if the camera sees him before he sees the camera? Now you've got a good shot to see what was going on. And it's moving on its own. You don't have to be, this doesn't have to be in real time for you to see this image. It will alert you to your smartphone or your device or even your computer. I've got it really hooked up to the computer right here. And so anywhere you are, you have a good handle on what's going on in your home. Whether it's for the kids are coming home after school, you want to make sure that they are, you know, by themselves. They didn't